Russia is advancing in Kursk, threatening Ukraine's sore territorial bargaining counter. A Ukrainian soldier walks past Suja's city center in Kursk region, Russia, on August 16. Kiev, Ukraine CNN. Ukraine's presence in Russia's Kursk region has deteriorated sharply, with the Russian advance threatening Kiev's sore territorial bargaining counter at this crucial time in the war. Military bloggers from both sides say Ukraine is on the back foot, while Ukraine's army says Russian forces used a gas pipeline to launch a surprise raid in one area. Russia's defense ministry on Sunday said its forces had captured the fourth settlement in a couple of days. Ukraine launches its shock incursion into Kursk in August, swiftly capturing territory in what was the first ground invasion of Russia by the foreign power since World War II, as well as capturing land that could potentially be swapped for Russian-occupied territory. The campaign aimed to divert Moscow's resources from the front lines in the east. But since then, Ukraine has struggled to hold onto its territory in Kursk and faces a fundamentally transformed diplomatic picture, with the United States President Donald Trump piling pressure on Kiev to agree peace by hurting U.S. military aid and intelligence sharing. Russia's defense minister on Sunday said troops took back the settlement of Malaya, Loknya, Cherkashoye, Porekonoye, and Koshitsha from Ukrainian forces. The lid of the smoking cauldron is practically closed. Dmitry Medvedev, the former Russian president who is now the deputy chairman of the country's Security Council, said on Sunday of Ukraine advance in Kursk. The offensive continues to carry on. Ukrainian and Russian military bloggers warned Kiev's hold on the region is more tenuous than ever, with the Ukrainian troops backed by North Korean forces launching incessant attacks. CNN is unable to independently verify battlefield report, but which bloggers have previously provided an accurate account of the fighting. The driver sits in his vehicle as Ukrainian army soldiers used American Bradley fighting vehicles during Ukraine's ongoing cross-border operation into Russia's Kursk region. Gas pipelines surveillance stepped up. The latest report suggests Russia is targeting Sudzha, a town on the border, in the attempt to cut off a key logistical supply route to Ukraine's forces inside Kursk. Yuri Butusov, a Ukrainian military blogger, said the Russian forces had on Saturday entered Sudzha along a gas pipeline. The Russians used the gas pipeline to deploy an assault company undetected by drones and wedges themselves into their combat formations, Butusov wrote. He added that the pipeline was now under reinforced surveillance and that Moscow's troops there were being eliminated. However, Butusov warned that Russian and North Korean troops in Kursk region are at a significant advantage in strength and are attacking continuously. Some 12,000 North Korean troops have been deployed to Kursk, and their arrival has bolstered Russia's offensive operations inside its own borders. Should Russia retake all of the Kursk, it could potentially power each manpower into western Ukraine. It's hard, but we are working, one Ukrainian serviceman told CNN. The Koreans keep coming. An official Russian military blogger gave a similar account in the town of Sucha, claiming that around 100 Russian soldiers had infiltrated the settlement after sneaking in via the pipeline, a move which he said was made possible after Kiev shut off Russian gas supplies to the European Union via Ukraine on January 1st. Ukraine's military said on Telegram that Russian forces had gained a foothold on the outskirts of Sucha, adding currently the Russian special forces are being identified, blocked, and destroyed. The enemy losses in the Sucha area are very significant. Critical logistics situation. Russian forces are attacking Suja from several directions, according to Yuri Kotenok, uh, Russian military blogger. Any movement of the enemy in this area are detected by our drones, and the enemy's personnel and equipment are being struck, he wrote on Telegram. Kostenko also claimed that there is information that Ukraine is going to withdraw from the Kursk region based on the current situation. Stednenko, a Ukrainian blogger, said the logistics situation is very already critical. Another difficulty was the poor conditions of the roads, Stednenko said. With the spring bringing warmer temperatures, the ground will thaw, making roads muddier and even harder to traverse. He said, all these circumstances are very favorable to the Russians. He added. Kiev's fear is that Russia's gains could cut off supplies to Ukrainian troops in Kursk. In the major report last month, the Institute for the Study of the War, the US-based conflict monitor, estimated that Ukraine has at most 30,000 troops stationed in the region. The Kursk incursion was embarrassing for Moscow and raised questions over its ability to protect its own borders. Russian President Vladimir Putin has since repeatedly pleaded his forces would regain full control of the region. Kiev has lost about half of the territory it once occupied in Kursk. In the face of Russia's gains, some Ukrainian bloggers have suggested that the Kursk incursion may have exhausted its strategic value. I didn't think I would ever say this, but maybe it's time to close the shop from the Kursk direction. It's hard for our guys there, said Serhiy Plesh. As a diversion of the enemy resources, I think this operation has long since justified itself as the political bargaining card. It is now questionable. CNN's Maria Knight contributed to this report.